Holy crap. Is this what I think it is? This is exactly what I was worried about. What's up everybody, welcome back. Sorry I didn't get a chance to make a video last month. Life's been super hectic, but we got 2 months to update you guys on. Let's get this going. So as you can see, unfortunately we got one of the toughest fights coming right now with dinos. And I'm gonna throw the whole kitchen sink at this. I've identified it as osteosis, which fortunately is a free-floating type. So we've hooked up a UV and we'll see what kind of results that produces. But in the meantime, we're also gonna start dosing nitrate and phosphate because I've been pretty much near zero since the tank has started up. I've discontinued the skimmer because the skimmer is just being too effective pulling out all the nutrients. I need to get my bio load up with fish. So one of the things we've added to the tank since the last update is we have added a male lyre-tail anthea, and I'm hoping in the coming months to add another tank and possibly a pair of cardinal fish, bangeye cardinals. I added a few more pieces of live rock to add to the biodiversity, and I've also started dosing good bacteria on the daily with Microbacter 7. So hopefully the combination of all of these things will help get rid of the dino so that we can get rid of this, because I've seen people battle certain types of dinos for 3 to 4 months. So the part of dinos that I didn't expect, which I think is probably one of the main reasons some of the SPS died off for me, was really the swing in parameters. So as the corals began getting smothered, they stopped sucking up as much alkalinity and calcium, and I started having to test pretty much daily to make sure that these parameters were staying as close to the same as possible. But what did end up happening is as corals started dying off and stopped sucking up so much alkalinity, my alkalinity was rising. So I had to keep adjusting how much I was dosing, and it was playing this game of teeter pretty much with how much the corals were intaking versus how much I was dosing. And so playing that game, it was a fine line, and unfortunately some of these corals just didn't make it. On top of it, I was trying to turkey base the corals at least twice a day to keep them from getting smothered from the dino. It was just not the ideal situation. I probably should have started dosing nitrates and phosphates sooner, because even in my last video I did mention that I pretty much was getting 0 to 1 nitrate on my tests, and phosphates was pretty much undetectable. So that's a lesson learned, a hard lesson learned, is, you know, when you start a new tank up and you don't have a bio load to produce enough nutrients, I need to, one, either just not run the skimmer that's taking out so much, or two, I need to increase the bio load. The problem with increasing the bio load is then you got to add fish, and then you risk, you know, introducing diseases. So you can't necessarily add fish right away either, because, you know, you want them to at least go through a 2-week quarantine, so you're not getting ick or something like that in the tank. Some updates on the tank. We did have quite a few coral loss. A lot of the SPS have lost their color, so we're hoping that we can color those back up, and we'll see how that goes. I am at this point reading nitrate at around 3 to 4, and my phosphates are about 0.05. So I'm actually detecting nutrients in the system now, which is great, but you know, it's probably going to be a 1 to 2 month process to get these things coming back. Now, here's a picture of what my torches look like during the dino, and I don't know if this is from just the chemicals or the toxins that are in the water because of the dino, but man, as you can tell, this is the worst I've ever seen my torches look. You know, I'm hoping the UV and whatnot helps bring those back, but it's been pretty scary seeing my torches look like this. Another thing on fighting the dino is I had to run a lot of carbon, because osteosis is known for releasing, known for being one of the most toxic type of dinos. Thanks for joining me, guys. Hopefully on the next episode we will have some better news, maybe some colored up coral, maybe some new coral if the Dinos defeated. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.